What's up guys? Today I'm going to show you 5 awesome push-up variations that you can use to help build a bigger chest. Since most gyms are still closed, many people are still having to train with either just their body weight or really light kettlebells, dumbbells, and bands. Because of this, getting a good workout sometimes takes a little bit of creativity. So in order to upgrade the basic push-up and make it a better muscle builder, we're going to be modifying range of motion, tempo, intent, and loading with these 5 variations that we're about to go over. Now, before we actually go over these 5 more advanced variations, I do want to say that the regular push-up can be an effective muscle builder in its own right for some people. It's been shown that we can effectively build muscle with sets of 5 to 30 reps as long as those sets are taken close to or to failure. So if your push-up capabilities fall somewhere in that range, you can absolutely use the regular push-up as an effective muscle building exercise. However, if you don't want to have to just blast out a ton of reps of the regular push-up in order to get an effective chest workout, which can be pretty boring, these variations that we're going to go over next will come in handy. The first more advanced variation that we're going to cover is a tempo push-up. For this, we're going to use a 3-0-3-0 tempo, which means you take 3 seconds to go all the way down, no pause at the bottom, 3 seconds to go up, and no pause again. Slowing down the tempo like this increases the demand to the pec musculature, and it can help improve the aerobic capacity and endurance of our upper body pressing muscles. While this variation may look easy, hitting 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 12 tempo reps can actually be really challenging. And if done properly, it should be more than enough to fatigue out your chest musculature. The second push-up variation is a push-up with an increased range of motion. To do this, all you have to do is set up 2 chairs, roughly shoulder width apart, and put your feet up on something like an ottoman or a couch. You're then simply going to perform push-ups using an exaggerated or increased range of motion until you get close to or to muscular failure. The increased range of motion with this variation does 2 things. It increases the stretch on the pecs in the bottom position, and it increases the time under tension, both of which can be helpful when trying to build muscle. The third push-up variation is a crush grip push-up. Ideally, you would have a kettlebell like I have. If you don't have one, you can also use a basketball, soccer ball, or anything that you can use to put your hands against. Once you have the object, you're just going to place it on the ground and place your hands on either side. I suggest putting your hands in a 10 and 2 position. After this, you're going to aggressively squeeze the kettlebell or object between your hands as you perform push-ups. Adding in this extra intent of crushing the kettlebell or the other object between your hands will increase the adduction force that your pec muscles have to produce and will therefore make the regular push-up a whole lot harder. Honestly, don't be surprised if you can't do more than 10 reps of this variation with a controlled tempo. The fourth variation is a kickstand or offset push-up and is somewhat like a one-arm push-up. To do this, you're simply going to elevate the non-working hand up on a small object outstretched to your side, and you're going to transfer most of your weight through the arm of the hand that's planted firmly on the ground. From here, all you're going to do is basically assisted one-arm push-ups. This hand placement places a lot more load on the one arm and pec that's on the ground, and as an added bonus, it also helps increase the demand on the trunk and core musculature. The fifth and final push-up variation that we're going to go over is a banded push-up. For this, you're going to grab a longer looped resistance band, wrap it around one hand, place it over your back, and wrap it around the other hand. From here, you're just going to perform push-ups as you normally would with this extra resistance, going close to or to muscular failure. The accommodating resistance of the band helps to place an increased load on the pec musculature, which can aid in pec growth. Admittedly, the band does provide a lot more resistance at the top of the movement where the pecs aren't quite challenged as much, and less resistance at the bottom of the movement where the pecs are challenged the most. However, the extra resistance from the band will aid in increasing pec muscle growth, even though the loading is different on the pec muscle in different portions of the range of motion. Sub in 1 or 2 of these more advanced push-up variations for your regular push-ups, and I guarantee you won't be disappointed with the results. If you found this information to be helpful, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for future videos.